Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
He'll clear it, have bonus time to do things. The fact he's now sitting and waiting for it to spawn is not where you want it to be.
This is also not where Andal really wants to be either, as the Ignite goes down onto Leaper. Remember, he doesn't have the flash, and Teddy throwing out as much as he can. Andal going to flash away, but there's the hook onto Leaper. Is it first blood? And it is! Almost looking for another one as a flash forward, and Teddy will pick up a double.
Gets the double kill, will go down, but Alistair gets the gold, and now
Rascal. He's in a little bit of trouble here. The flash does come out, and Rascal slicing and dicing, and he's going to be totally fine. Lilia turns up and says, but Pulv does come on through as Andal taking a lot of damage. Leaper now going to be at the forefront of the attention. All right, can they get the Renekton in here in time? As Sponge going down so incredibly low. The Valkyrie forward, and Bulldog does lock down the Lilia. Cuz going to get sliced up though, and Rascal gets one for himself. You saw the idea there a little bit early on Sponge, but still, it is a 1-for-1. Not a lot of mana as Bulldog still flashing for the kill. But he's not going to be able to pick it up still. That is
nearly games, and it felt like I said it particularly in game one, it's like they weren't really capitalizing. This is capitalizing.
Well, another arrow going to hit. He's only level 5, and the Alistair is going to go down. Eventually, there he goes. Teddy going to be able to lock that one down as now Sponge, the rampage continues as Bambi frolics into the mid lane. Does get the flash over the wall. He's going to put the man to sleep. Watch out, Eep is exactly that. And Corky didn't watch out, as it turns out. 5-2 now for DRX.
And what a glow up for Sponge. What a performance to deny Quantum Freaks playoffs. He has stepped up massively because he's trying to do these grubs, but Sponge is coming.
Yep, the hawk shot is going to spot him out. I think one is all he's going to be able to get, and maybe he is just dead. The flash comes forward. They do manage to get the Keeper's verdict, but Dudu doesn't have the steadfast presence, so isn't able to keep the Zyra alive. The Dominus comes through from Rascal. Cole, the Meek, gets most of his health bar back. And Dudu, yeah, he was I'm glad that they went back to the Naught this time around as Satab. Oh dear, he's just dead. Really, really dead.
Yeah. Well,
that wasn't even really a jump scare. That was just a jump acknowledgement. As, all right, Sponge going to take a fair bit of damage here. The depth charge does come on through. Pleta able to soak a few of those bullets.
It was a bit of a whiff with the
wave advantage as Sponge does take down the first grub, but now the teleport comes in for the Renekton. Leaper can actually influence the fight from very long way away with that curtain call, but the arrow is going to connect onto Cuz. Curtains do get called, but Mum does too. And now the slicing and dicing will start. Cuz gets cut up first. Rascal now trying to deal with Dudu as it's a bloodbath in the pit. Bulldog trying to keep himself alive, but it's Satab that's stacking and killing here in the pit. Dudu trying to get himself out of there, and he will be
will be there for like a subsequent wave, but it looks like the tower's going to be gone there. So good play from Quantum Freaks to punish there, but they will lose the Rift Herald in the mid lane.
They should be able to also get the top outer, as Dudu did decide to go back home.
Yeah, especially as they can see them on the Dragon, but they're like, no, we want to make something happen. Bowling Ball?
Bowling Ball will connect onto Leaper here, as the Drake will go down, but now the engage has started. Andal with the ultimate, and that's the interrupt, and a massive knock-up from Pleta. Cuz is going to get eaten by the Dragon. It is a Chemtech Soul, but I don't care if you're distracted, Orcs, because I was too. A massive team fight once again for DRX.
Second you put Pleta on a champion with agency, he just takes over games. Sponge, though, doing a fantastic job there as well, but they're just picking Quantum Freaks apart. We're going to see the tower go down. They might even get a tier 2. There's Smold on the bot lane as well. This could be... Doesn't look like it's going to be a triple tower take, but it will get another charge. And things are quickly getting worse and worse for the side of Quantum Freaks.
Oh, man. This is,
you know, DRX throwing a lot of abilities out, trying to burn what they can, trying to find angles on the Quantum Freaks. They don't succeed in getting anyone, but they'll just take a tier 2 in the bot lane for Rascal. He's just vibing, having a great time. Black Cleaver and Stera quash Quantum Freaks just to show what they can do.
And just to show that you can't get into the playoffs for free.
Oh, no.
Everyone has to earn it, no matter who you're against. And we've seen like trap game after trap game this season. I mean, T1 losing to Nongshim, like KT losing to Bro, like so many of these games where, and I don't know whether this is one that you really want to pin your hopes on. I think Satab looking to try and farm some more of these stacks. that at Chu.
It's one of those things where,
Yeah, depth charge range does come on through, and Rascal rotating over at exactly the right time. Mom flies down. That's going to soften them up, but no big engage as the arrow will connect. But onto Andal, not really one that you want to be fighting. Lilting Lullaby still up and available.
Seitab just hit the spike. He's past 225 stacks already.
He's a monster. And it's only 21 minutes into the game. My goodness, there's a flash forward from Dudu. The knockup on a Rascal is gigantic, but so is he. Oh God, this Renekton is so big, and now he's just having a party in the backline. Bulldog goes down, and Sponge is an absolute monster, spinning around doing donuts on Kwangdong Freaks right now as Lipa is burning. And he will be able to keep himself alive. He's a dragon that's consequential in this game, though.
Oh, certainly is. Seitab hitting that spike already is such a big threat. But I want to give credit to Rascal here because Dudu sees this angle, gets
Team 1. Which is probably Nongshim, so it was quite
Since
reasonable.
the last time a former challenger jungler has looked good.
Yeah, precisely. Seitab, the cast curse is pretty powerful here. Oh God, he has to flash. Seitab almost just kills Cuz 1v3, and now Rascal's looking to finish the job. I don't know whether it's necessarily going to work because Cuz is kind of kiting him out, and the Renekton's going to go down as well. DRX, I don't think conga lining one after the other is going to be the answer here, especially when you got a
dragon. But again, this is, it's one of those things where DRX can't threaten a big soul because there isn't one, but it also means that the Kwangdong Freaks start to get dragons. They don't have that big win con. But we see here, Seitab still does so much despite nearly being down. That arrow hit, I think Cuz is just dead, but then Rascal comes in a bit late. You can see he wants to get on a Cuz, but oh no.
There's another arrow. Watch out, Eve does 50% of Bulldog's health bar. And there he goes.
Looked a lot easier for them to kill Bulldog than it did for Kwangdong Freaks to kill Seitab. I wonder why.
Mid lane is face checking, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 1-for-1 on that front in the last few seconds. We're going to equalize. So we do have that Rebel Baron power play getting back up to the positive numbers here. It's still not massive or anything like that. And now Rascal could be in a little bit of trouble. Dominus is going to get popped, but with the Steadfast presence, it's really difficult for him to get himself around. He's slicing, he's dicing, and Kuldameek does do a fair bit of work as Lipa is in trouble. But still, they do manage to get through the Crocodile. They're going to sacrifice their inhibitor in the top lane for it.
Yeah, look, DRX always taking
that one, and Rascal's probably grinning ear to ear.
Yeah. Someone says, look top, by the way. In fairness, they get the mid-tier 1, so maybe Seitab, 268 stacks, he is becoming extremely problematic.
Yes, thankfully he's in a side lane as Rascal now possibly caught out once again. Dominus up and available, and he is just going to set up the slice and dice onto Andal. He's going to have to flash forward to look for it. Doesn't actually headbutt Bold. Does come on in, and that is Lipa locking down the kill on the Croc, who holds on to his flash.
Okay, they got him, and they shouldn't lose a bot in Hib, so...
Is this a bit of a battle for the mid lane priority, but the Drake is still just going down for free. As we can see, Bowling Ball is going to sail by, just to remind everyone that Lilia does exist. The Baron, Dragon will be secured. It's just a little bit less interesting. Okay, here's a bit of a wraparound from Andal. He's on vision pretty early in this one as the flash out from Teddy gets him into a decent position, but can't say the same for Pleta. Mom comes down. Arrow is going to go wide this time, though. And Bulldog is able to keep himself alive. Yep, Sponge is still very, very scary, but 4 versus 5, this is a very, very dangerous option. Still, you got to throw a Hail Mary if you're this far behind, and there's the headbutt pulverize. It's going to connect onto the Renekton. There's Andal trying to take matters into his own hands. The curtain's being called there, and Sponge will be able to tank it up as the Baron's still going here. And it looks like they're just going to have to give it up exactly, and Kwangdong Freaks, against the flow of the game, will be able to take Baron number 2. See here, this inner turret in a lot of trouble. The top lane is well and truly in Kwangdong Freaks' side of the map, and that is going to be the inner turret falling in the mid lane. Dudu possibly in trouble as Steadfast Presence comes down. The dice is going to be interrupted, but not the hook, and the depth charge is going to deny any follow-up from Bulldog. Mom gets angry, Andal going down low, and Rascal continuing to wrap around, looking for these angles, and Sponge is so fast and he's out very, very quickly as well. He's fast and squishy.
Yeah, Bulldog very dangerous still, and it feels like
as he gets his health bar back in again. This dragon isn't one that they're going to be able to fight over, but now DRX with control of the area, and the curtains have been called. Not really doing anything consequential right now. And Teddy just throwing out these volleys. Bulldog possibly in trouble, is immediately going to get out of there. The depth charge is going to come through, and Mum just comes down and cooks him. The Corki is dead once again as Achu does rain on over, and Andal, he gets back in there, I think realizes that he's probably just definitely dead.
This could be it.
And Leaper, oh god, this dragon just does so much. Still Dudu is able to kill Teddy on the back end of the fight. Kind of massive there as the flash forward from Sponge. He has to go golden, the hook comes on through as Rascal, everyone just trying to pile in enough damage onto Dudu, who's so incredibly tanky. I think they're going to need Satab if they want to kill him, and I think that they might be able to do so. The heroic charge over the wall is fantastic. And there it is. DRX do manage to take him down finally, and they win out in the fight. See that control ward inside the pit. That's going to be removed, and now everything just goes dark. DRX face checking right now. So many control wards in here, so much to get through. As Leaper back at full health as he's walked back from base.
See Andal looking, he's the one with flash, he's trying to find angles.
Yep, there's the pulverize, it's going to connect onto two. The slice comes forward as Sponge is looking to try and dance around this fight, can put them to sleep as the arrow is immediately cleansed once again. Rascal goes down, and Satab wasn't even there for this one. As Kwangdong Freaks, I think realizing that a Nexus for Baron trade isn't one that they can really do, and they are just going to be able to...
Andal, he's got flash.
Yep, he's on a control ward, so they know exactly where he is. As Satab inside the pit right now. There's a pulverize, but it's not the biggest. It is going to be the secure there for Sponge, and now the curtains have been called. Mom gets gigantic crocodile get into the back line. Bulldog trying to kite it out, but of course the anchor is going to land. And there is Rascal securing it. Still, Leaper, can you actually be the hero? Can he find it? 280 carries against one. And I don't know whether Leaper likes these odds. Flap, flap, and oh god, this small dragon is actually much larger. The crocodile is dead, so at least he takes him down. But Satab and Teddy are now going to get to work on the base.
And this should be enough, because it's going to be up in 25. Andal is up in 15. It's no longer a question if can they defend. They have to just do everything they can. Andal has to buy time. The 80 carries looking to end this game, and Kwangdong Freaks playoff chances.
Yep, they're going to do so much damage to these turrets. The first one's going to go down in the blink of an eye. 1 second, and Andal is going to be back up again. They want to make sure that they're not tanking up this turret. As okay, never mind. The arrow is going to connect. Andal's just going to get eaten by a dragon. Now it's Cuz's turn. Can you stop this from going down? Remember, this is the playoff hopes of the Kwangdong Freaks. The Nexus is being focused. Cuz is going to go down at DRX.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.